I don't know. I learned a lot.
All right, this one last of my calls
I don't know.
from when I was back in Iowa when KXNO
I
came
think
back on the air.
You're not painting the picture of,
I know.
of an empathetic husband.
Boy, 5-0.
It was.
It's a great way to start off the segment there, Trav.
Man, I learned a lot. I was listening to you talk about
Sing a
Tony
little
Robbins
ditty.
as I was driving in, and I was thinking that I probably wrote Brene Brown's next book. So it was weird, man. It was. I learned a lot about your industry. Like I heard her mention that. I'm like, I don't worry about this. I'm just gonna go get a bunch of extra jobs, and I think she needed food and a hug, and I was fixing things. So, but we got dialed in.
Yeah, and he was like a lot of people where it was like, oh well, they've unrung the bell. Everything's cool, right? They fixed it. And it was still like no, it was still a little traumatic.
I tell you, the worst part was just watching. It hurt my heart to watch my wife. So, and then that makes you mad. You know what you want to do. You want to tip desks over and things like that. And so, but it's all good now.
284-5966. Justin is on hold. He's got a question for 5-0. Justin, what is your question for 5-0? Brought to you by Croto.
Hey, 5-0. Welcome back. Also, welcome back to the radio. I got to tell you that the support that you've shown for your wife over the last week makes me look terrible in my own relationship. That's meant as a good thing. I don't know if you heard my girlfriend in the background there. I do have a question though. So I have a buddy. He's got it's like a retired police vehicle. It's a Tahoe, and he's got one of those big push bars on it. Can you get those anywhere? Like from other retired cars, they have them sitting around as surplus that they're going to sell at an auction or something.
I think when we sell the cars, they're on there, and I think the issue is that if we do something structurally to the car to actually remove them, so they leave them on when you buy them. But I've never seen us separate them and auction them off as a second piece. I bet you could go online.
Didn't know if they had some extras laying around or something.
If you go down around. I'll tell you something about how we take care of our vehicles. There was a time when they actually took the front end of one police car and the rear end of another and connected them and made a police car. You're self-insured.
Is this a red-green show?
No,
it's a red-green show.
It was back in the Crown Vic days. But, you're self-insured, so when you wreck things, or when somebody wrecks you, you've got to do what you can to keep your fleet sustained. So you piece cars together. I mean, there were doors that I had to lift up on to get them to shut, and then sometimes I felt like I needed to hold it shut as I drove down the road.
That sounds super safe, especially when you're expected to do high-speed pursuits in excess of 100 miles an hour.
Well, and you know what? And people ask, when new people come into our organization, we work on a point system with car. You're driving and crashes and those things, and there can be some pretty heavy discipline handed out when you do mess things up. But we're also real big on accountability. So you ding a car, you need to report that you dinged that car, and that's one of the reasons why our cars look so good now and are so well maintained, is that we make people a little more accountable, and then they take a little more ownership, and we get more life out of them.
Right on. Hey, thanks, 5-0, and thank you for being setting the bar for the rest of us husbands and boyfriends that we have to aspire to.
She's making fun of me now.
No, I'm not. Come on.
That was unsolicited.
By the way, Flag says, you guys sound weird on FM. And you were like, how so? And I knew exactly what he was talking about because I thought the same thing when I got in the car.
It does sound weird.
You get used to the AM static or hum in the background.
Yeah. It was.
And now we're like crystal clear HD.
Yeah, even Clay Travis sounded better.
Reverend Ray, what's up, man?
Ooh.
Hey, not much. I just wanted to join the Love Fest and tell you thanks for bringing it back. I'm one of them people that's 10 years plus with KXNO. You know that, Travis?
Yep.
Yeah, you and I go back, but I just wanted to ask if it's okay if I sing you a quick ditty for the show. Maybe you'll get a drop out of it. So I baked me some brownies, Heather, with grape ape weed. Bring me a bottle, 5-0, it's my bomb. Feed us some hungry Travis, it's Jeff Rose time. Nothing but 5-0 and Elvis and George Jones called the crow too. All right. FM, no static at all. No static at all. FM 106.3 in the morning rush. Bring it.
Can't wait to watch that on YouTube later.
Well,
Okay,
finally got it done. So.
Reverend Ray was
The
obviously
Woody Show
celebrating.
didn't bring you that crap.
No,
Yeah.
you ain't getting that anywhere but here.
Oh, man. One-Legged Jen says, hey, now we're getting on serious. So what's up with the missing Target kid? Anything you can share?
You know, that's really a concerning case for the reasons are that there's just really not a lot to go on. You know, he's 18 years old. He really doesn't have anything in his history that would indicate he's hanging out with the wrong crowd or he's doing anything that he'd run away for or run away from. And he, you know, everybody's got this social media footprint nowadays, and he doesn't. And when it comes to, you know, if I screw up, there's going to be like 4 different shots of video somewhere of me doing it all over the internet. There's really a lack of electronic evidence that we have at this point. We're still looking for more, but